Hey friends, welcome to another episode of At Home with Eastbrook Homes. On today's episode, we're talking to Jennifer Sequin. She's an expert in the greater Lansing area and all things that are happening with Eastbrook Homes. And as I said, it is my pleasure to talk with my dear friend Jennifer from Eastbrook Homes. Jennifer, how are you today?
I am doing wonderful today. Thank you for asking.
It is such a pleasure to have you on the podcast. We obviously are talking Eastbrook Homes, and it has been a minute since we've talked to somebody on your side of the Eastbrook team. And so just kind of a recap, if people are coming into this ecosystem and going, what is Eastbrook Homes? What do they do? And then specifically, what makes it special? We kind of start there?
Sure, absolutely. Eastbrook Homes has been around for over 50 years. They've been building homes and repeat building for clients. So they've been around. They know what people are looking for. They have floor plans already designed for people. So a lot of times customers will come in and say, I don't know where to start. That's perfect. Our meetings start from there. I help them pick out a floor plan. We decide what their wants and needs are. Eastbrook is a semi-custom builder. So we start with a floor plan that is already designed, but then we can modify whatever meets their lifestyle and their needs and wants for their house. So in the end, they get their dream home. They get the house that they want. And it's really a wonderful experience to see somebody start to finish, starting with not even knowing what they want to getting exactly what they want.
For you, when that experience happens, they come in and they're a blank slate. What is that like for you when you get, that first meeting, I don't know what I want, to they get the keys and they walk into their dream home? What's that like for you?
I love it. I absolutely love it. It is just seeing when it clicks to them that this actually is an easy process for them. Like, I think people are overwhelmed by, I can't build a house. I mean, that's huge. I can't do that. But that's when you team up with the experts that care about what you're getting and hold your hand through the whole thing. And it is probably in my second meeting with them that I usually see it click, that they're just like, oh, well, this is great. And then I start to see excitement. At the beginning, I don't always see it, but a lot of times I see anxiety and overwhelmed. And once they see that I'm going to walk them through it, they get excited.
Well, and if you're not watching the video version of this podcast, as Jennifer was telling this story, when she gets to the they get it part, you literally leaned back as if you've seen that a million times. They get it and the shoulders come back and they're just like, whew, all right, I got it. Here we go, right? So you're obviously an expert at Eastbrook Homes and an expert specifically in the greater Lansing area. And one of the things that I love about this company is it's not just building homes. They are very thoughtful about how they build communities. And so specifically, I want to talk about the communities in the Lansing area, and then more specifically, how that clicks in to the community at large in greater Lansing. So can you talk to me about what properties exist in Lansing and kind of how that connects to the community around it?
Sure. We have subdivisions in DeWitt, St. John's, Grand Ledge, Okemos, East Lansing, Hazlitt. We get communities in the greater Lansing area because everybody has different wants and needs and different things that they need and where they live. We will do off-site builds as well. So sometimes people come to me and say, I have my own land, or I want to find my own land. I can help them find that land, and that is what Eastbrook calls an off-site build. And I meet the site super out there, we walk the land with them, and then they can build on their 5-acre parcel in the country. So we can encompass everybody's wants and needs in that way.
Now, is the Lansing area of Eastbrook Homes, is that maybe one of the more diverse portfolios of the different types of houses? Would you describe it like that, or am I making an assumptive leap here?
Well, no. I mean, Thomas Farms, for example, in DeWitt, single-family homes and condos. Eventually, we'll have townhouses in the back part of the subdivision as the next phases come through. Condos, we're finding a lot of people are wanting condos, whether it's young folks wanting condos because they have other things that they want to do on their weekends instead of caring for a yard. We have other people, older folks that want to stay in their community, but they want to downsize. So the condo is the happy medium for both.
The single family homes as well at Thomas Farms. Talk to me a little bit about that property specifically.
For Thomas Farms, we have 34 home sites to build in phase one. We have freestanding condos. We have duplex condos. We have finished showcase homes. A showcase home to Eastbrook is a home that they built that they're going to sell. So we have them ready for people who can't find houses on the market. We have them ready to move into. It's a brand new house. It's just all the selections have been done already. So they can come view it, write an offer on it, and move in and not have to wait for the build process.
One of the things that I think fascinates me about what you were talking about is, without giving any secrets away, the ability for you and Eastbrook to be able to be on kind of the bleeding edge of consumers' needs in housing space. Can you talk to me about how you're able to do that? I mean, condominiums for people who aren't in the typical condominium demographic is something you would have to see coming along the way to have inventory for that, right? So what is that process like, as far as you can explain it without giving anything away?
Well, in a community, let's just take DeWitt, for example. DeWitt is a wonderful community where people have raised their families. They don't want to leave. But they don't want the big house that they raised their family in anymore. The condo is perfect. Sometimes they'll go for what we call a freestanding condo. And that is, it feels like a single family home, but you're in the condo neighborhood. So somebody else is caring for the outside. We also have the duplex condos, depending on what people are needing. A lot of empty nesters might be snowbirds, and they just want to be here in the summertime. Condos are perfect for that, because the condos, they take care of the snow, they take care of the lawn, they take care of everything on the exterior. Not the house itself on the exterior, the property on the exterior.
And now the totally unfair, but my favorite question to ask, which is, you're an expert in this area. If somebody's coming to the greater Lansing area for the first time, can you give me maybe, and I know this is unfair, top 2 or 3 things they absolutely have to do to kind of get to understand the area, places that you love to eat or visit or any of that stuff?
And I usually take them around. I do team up with some of the colleges on campus when they have incoming professors. They ask me to give them a tour of Lansing. So I find out what their likes are, what their needs are, what sports are their kids in? Do you want to go see the facilities that some of the schools have? So schools are important. What you like to do on the weekend. You're going to be at your house. If you don't work remotely, you're going to be out and about nights and weekends. People want to see what's going on in Lansing, and Lansing has a lot to offer. So it's nice to bring them around to see exactly, and then it clicks, and they're just like, this one's perfect for me. This area is perfect for me. So,
all right, before I let you go, I'm going to ask you one more, and then we'll be done. So, Jennifer, what has this year been like for you? Has anything surprised you? Any fun stories you could share about the process of getting people into their dream homes, especially, obviously, in the greater Lansing area?
Well, right now, I have 4 clients that are coming in from out of state, and they're coming here to Lansing, and they didn't know the first thing about Lansing. And one is in Crowner Farms, and they're thrilled. They just went into contract. They're going to start their selection process. Bonnie Meadows in Hazlitt. People don't even realize that sometimes that it's there. It's Hazlitt schools, it's Bath Township taxes, and it's acreage. So when I take people back to that neighborhood, they're just like, oh, it's amazing. It's like a nature preserve back there. It has ponds and everything. So it's getting them into that house is so exciting for them, and they see it all coming to fruition. I've had 2 people this month that actually we gave keys to, and that is exciting. We do what we call a celebration walk, where we just go through the house and the different features of the house, but handing them the keys is the most rewarding part of this, and the smiles on their faces, of course.
All right.
So,
Jennifer, if people want to reach out to you, what's the best way for them to do that?
Calling Eastbrook's number or going on their website and seeing the gallery. They can see all the photos of all the houses on the gallery. And so Eastbrook can guide them into, hey, this might be a good subdivision for you, or this area might suit the needs that you're looking for.
Jennifer, thank you so much for the time. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you very much.